Hello, welcome to barre class. Find a countertop or chair to use as your prop. Walk your feet back and put on your favorite playlist. We'll start with some cat-cow stretches at the bar. So inhaling as you curl up, exhaling as you melt your heart down. Really rippling through the spine, using that bar or prop to stretch even deeper, sending your hips back, lengthening out through your tailbone. And then we're going to come a little bit closer, lowering down to your forearms. Bring your heels together, knees and toes turn out to the side, and bend your knees. Extend your right leg behind you, point your toe, and then start to lift and tap it down. Now try to feel that right butt cheek and glute engage each time at the top. So taking a moment there to squeeze and hold. Now think about relaxing through your neck, your jaw. You can even rest your forehead down on your arms if you like. And keeping that little bend through your left knee the whole time. Next time you lift your leg, keep it lifted and start to find tiny little pulses. You've got 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. From here, finding a retire, so start to bring your right big toe to your inner thigh, knee turns out to the side, send the leg back behind you, bend the left knee. Lift shoulders on top of your hips, stand up tall, lean forwards towards your bar. Beautiful, lengthening out through the left leg, bend even deeper. Now see if you can start to take your hands off the bar as you come forwards. Maybe even keeping them off the bar completely and start to extend them overhead. And then if you can, and you have room, start to straighten out your leg or draw it a little bit higher out in front of you. And it's okay to wobble. Try to imagine I'm there pulling your ankle out in front or behind, lengthening tall in either direction. Just finding one more here. And the next time you extend your leg, hold it back, finding little tiny pulses on your supporting leg for 10 here. Bend and stretch. Press through the heel, holding onto the prop or maybe bringing your hands to your heart center, having more of a play with your balance. You've got 3 more like this, 2, and then 10 little speedy pulses to finish. Here you go for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Keep lifting your back leg tall. 3, 2, and 1. Step your back foot back, tuck your toes, and then start to open up. Find your ballet second. Flip towards your bar. Find your 90-90 lunges. Inhale, open. Exhale, face your bar. If you can, even let your gaze follow your fingertips to look away from your bar and then towards it. Try to get a little bit lower, like you're going to tap your right knee down to the ground. And the next time you open up to your ballet second, hold it there. Take little lifts and lowers. Pressing your feet down on the ground and away from one another, like you're trying to split the earth beneath you. And then starting to go a little bit speedier with these movements. Sweep your arms overhead for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Holding here, lift your heels, lower them down. Lift and lower. Try not to actually move up or down, just lifting the heels. Next time you lift your heels, keep them lifted and find 10 little pulses. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and hold it here to finish. Get a little bit lower, lift your heels a little bit taller, and you're all done that series. Come down to lay on your side, continuing to work that same glute, laying on your left side. Draw your toes in line with your tailbone, your knees bend in front of you. Then we're just going to start to lift the top leg, gently lower it back down. Try to keep thinking about lifting the pinky toe up, the big toe down. And relaxing through that neck and jaw, letting the leg and the outside of your leg do the work here. If you can, bringing your hand to your hip to keep the hip level and rooted. All right, find those pulses up at the top. You've got 10 here. 9, 8, 7, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Tracing big circles now up and around. Make sure that movement starts straight from your hip, and then you bring the rest of the leg along for the ride. 3 more in this direction. 2. Make it even bigger. Last one. And then start to change directions up and around. Keep pressing your bottom leg into the ground. You've got 3 more here. Last 2. Last one, make it as big as you can. And then rotate your knee forwards with your ankle higher. Start to lift and lower the leg. Almost like the dance move, the Charleston, so you're pigeon-toed. And then if you want to work a little bit harder, start to tap your knee right out in front of you on the ground. Pressing up, tapping down. You've just got 6 more here. For 5, 4. See if you can press a little bit higher. 3, 2. And then next time you lift your leg, hold it there. Little pulses to finish here. Tiny lift and lower. Draw that knee a little bit further out in front of you. Final 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good work. Give yourself a pat on the tush and roll right onto your back, hugging your knees into your chest. Just start to rock and roll all the way up and down the length of your spine. And then to challenge yourself, see if you can rock and roll yourself all the way up to a standing position, or just come up and meet me back at the bar. This time, extending our left leg behind us, bending through the right knee. We lift and then gently tap the toe down. Staying nice and switched on through your torso here. So hugging the belly in, the rib cage, and try not to sway through your low back. Almost like you could balance a tray of water on your back. 3 more like this. 2. And then next time you lift your leg up, keep it lifted. Start to find those tiny little pulses. The smaller, the better. And if you've lost that bend through your right knee, keep it there, even bend a little bit deeper. All right, start to find that retire. Gently tapping the big toe to the inner thigh, extend it back. Lift up tall, see if you can take your hands off the bar for a moment. Come forwards. Extend through the right knee, bend deeply. Beautiful. Having a little play like a ballerina, point those toes, grow tall in every direction. You've got 3 more here. Having a play with that balance. Last one, make it as big as you can. And the next time you extend the leg behind you, hold it there. Find those bend and stretches through your supporting leg. Sending your hips back behind you as you bend through the knee. Just for 4, 3, 2, and then keep that bend, tiny little pulses for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come all the way up. Step that back foot back, tucking your toes. We open and close our ballet second and our 90-90 lunge. Inhale to open, exhale, close. Just pivoting on that left back foot. Try to get a little bit deeper with your left knee, like it's going to tap the ground. And then holding your ballet second, tiny pulses here. Get a little bit lower and take your hands off of the bar. Start to bring your arms overhead and out to the side. Nice. Find that string on the crown of your head, pulling yourself up, and then lift and lower the heels. Lift and lower. Lift and lower for 3, 2, and 1. Keep the heels lifted next time. Those tiny pulses to finish with your arms overhead for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it there. Grow tall. And then make your way down to your other side. So this time your left leg should be on top. Big toes in line with your tailbone, knees bent in front of you. Start to lift and lower your top leg. Giving just as much effort on the way down as you do on the way up. Nice. You've just got 5 more like this. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now lifting your leg, start to find those tiny little pulses. Little lift and lower. And try to make sure you're lifting higher than your own hip. That is when the muscles really turn on and the magic happens. Big circles now, up and around, placing your hand on your hip to keep it rooted. 4 more in this direction. 3, 2, last one, up and around the other way. For 8 here. Don't forget to breathe. 3, last 2, can you make them even bigger? Last one, so good. Finding that Charleston move now, lift and then tap the knees together. Or if you're ready, start to tap the knee on the floor in front of you. Always drawing that big toe up towards the ceiling. Just 5 more like this. Little pulses to finish at the top for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Roll onto your backs. Interlace your hands behind your head. Bend your knees up to the ceiling. Start to find little crunches here. Exhale as you lift up. Inhale, lower down. And rather than crunching towards your knees, think about lifting up towards the ceiling, almost like someone's pulling your shirt up to the sky. And then just start to draw your legs up to tabletop. Continue those crunches. Relaxing your head into your hands. And now straightening the legs overhead. But you're always welcome to keep them on the ground or stay at any other variation. I'm just going to add on some more layers here. Exhale to lift up. Inhale, lower down. All right, from here, placing your right arm out to the side, keep your left hand behind your head, and then we're going to come all the way up onto our elbow, keeping your legs lifted if you can, lower back down. Exhale, lift up. Inhale, lower, both shoulders all the way down. Start to sweep your arm over, crossing towards your pinky toe, and then sweeping it overhead. So you're coming all the way up onto your forearm, lifting your back off the ground. Hold it here. Just start to lower one leg, lift it back up. Lower and lift. Try not to cave through your chest. Keep pressing down into the ground through your forearm to lift up, almost like you're wearing a big diamond necklace and you want to show it off. Nice. 1 more on each side. And then lower back down. Give your knees a little cuddle. Take a breath. When you're ready, going straight over to the other side, lifting all the way up, all the way down. The first one's definitely the most challenging, and I find if you sweep your arm, it does help you. Exhale, use the breath here. Inhale, lower. Next time you come up, holding it up there and just lowering one leg, lift it back up. Hover off the ground and lift. Really twisting through your rib cage. You've got 5 more here. 4, 3, 2, and last one. So good. Come all the way down. Give your knees a cuddle and then rock and roll yourself all the way up. Roll over your knees. Then meet me in a plank pose. From there, we're going to step our right foot forwards, our left foot forwards, wider than hip width apart to the outer edges of your yoga mat. Opening up to one side, take a big breath in. Exhale back through center. Inhale, open up to the other side, look up. Exhale back through center. From here, press your feet into the earth to shoot yourself tall. Lift your heels, reach your arms overhead, and then finding our ballerina burpee. So place your hands back down the ground, step or hop your feet back to your plank. We come forwards, we reach up, and then back down. Taking this as fast or slow as you like. But if you can, try to find those hops. This is our last little bit of effort for the class today. You've got 4 more here. Give it your all. I'm starting to get a little bit tired. Last 2. Last 1. So good. Drop those knees down to the ground and meet me in a comfortable seat. Sitting up nice and tall. Just find a nice side stretch over to one side. Keep both your hips on the earth. And then sweep your arm all the way out in front of you, opening up to the other side. Look up if you can. Sweep your arms, lengthening through that spine. Inhale, look up. Exhale, sweep. Inhale, open. One more here. And then coming up to a position with a nice tall spine. Bring your shoulders up towards your ears, back and down. And then gently let your eyelids flutter to a close. Gifting all the beautiful energy we just cultivated to someone you think could use a little extra love and attention today. This could be someone on the other side of the world, a loved one, someone you don't even know, or even yourself, which is so beautiful. But thinking of that person now and sending them your love. And then when you're ready, gently coming back into the space, please remember to like and subscribe to my channel as I come out with weekly content. Mwah.